whatever. I just, like, I really don't care. Hi, guys. It's Baby Benz. Or Soph. So Flame, the Baby Benz, horror. I really don't care. I'm about to jump right into this story and traumatize you all. So yesterday, I was on stream. Twitching, whatever. I was grinding, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Like, I'm in a very, like, artistic mood today, and I feel inspired to take some, like, photos. If you don't follow me on social media, I don't know how the fuck you found my video or why you're here, but my irrelevant ass loves urban photography. I love taking pictures in scary places, recording it, and all that stuff. So basically, on stream, I told everyone, like, I'm gonna go do a photo shoot tonight. I'll see you guys later. I go, I find a cool place, I get off, I call my friend. This is actually my ex-boyfriend. We'll do that another day. We'll handle that conversation, chit-chat, another day. Cool. So, he was the only one that I knew that would be, like, awake and up and all this stuff at this time. And I don't have, like, friends. So, all my friends are always super busy or asleep at those times. Like, they have functioning lives, unlike me. So, I asked him if he would come take the photo shoot with me. I wanted a guy with me because I'm, you know, going to this, like, abandoned building. It was, like, a tourist attraction, though. So, like, it's tourist. What the fuck? Anyways, so it's a tourist attraction, though, so it's not, like, super, like, sketch or whatever. I wasn't, like, trespassing or anything yet. So, long story short, as I'm, like, getting ready to leave, I was doing a LAN party with my brother and, like, another friend. So before I left, I asked my brother, hey, like, I'm going to be back in, like, an hour or so. Can I grab your hunting knife off of you? Anytime I go out and do these photo shoots, no matter what it is or where it is, I always have, like, something on me. Obviously, you need to protect yourself. So fortunately, my brother has this giant hunting knife he takes with him everywhere he goes. So I got the knife off of him, and then we were skirting, okay? We took my car. So, pull up to the function, look around. There's a lot of people. There's, like, 4 cars. People are getting out of their cars. They're running around the mountain with flashlights. Like, I was so confused because it's literally, at this point, it's, like, almost 1 a.m. on a fucking, like, weekday. What is today? Like, Wednesday? Friday. It was, like, Tuesday or so. Yeah, it was Tuesday. So, I was like, this is a Tuesday night, like, 1 a.m. Why the fuck are all these people here? They were all on the mountain, though, not next, like, not in the buildings. Like, there's the buildings right here, a road, and then the mountains all, like, over there. So I was like, hey, nobody looks like they're over there. Like, let's just get out and go check it out. We get out of the car. We go through the building. There's, like, one sole building right here and then the big one over here. We walk through this tiny room. Nobody's there. Cool. We go to the big building. This shit looked fucking scary. Walking into it, I was so nervous. It was dark as fuck. Like, the fact that there was a lot of people out and around too scared me too, because I was like, oh my god, either we're gonna get, like, fucked by a ghost or, like, stabbed. Like, I don't know. So we're walking through the building. After, like, I kind of settled for a second, I recorded it for YouTube. I was like, let's get some photos in. So, you know, we start taking them whole photos. I'm, like, popping my ass. I'm being the thought that I am. And then we decided to dip. Like, we got all the footage and photos we wanted. We had no issues throughout the entire time in that building. It was fun. So we get in the car, and I'm looking through the photos. I'm just, like, trying to basically make sure that I got photos that I like, because I'm a very hard critic of myself. So I'm like, before we dip and drive home, I want to make sure we got dope shit. Long story short, all of a sudden, like, while I'm going through my photos, I'm literally about to post these 2 photos I decided to choose and post them to Twitter. As I'm about to post, I'm like, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to lock my doors right now. Like, literally, like, a 6th sense. I need to lock my doors right now. So I locked my door, and 3 seconds later, like, when I say 3, I'm uno, dos, tres, like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, motherfucker. Some guy came running up to the window and pounding on it, like, frantically pounding on my goddamn window. And I look over it, and I see, let's call my friend Alfredo. I see Alfredo about to unroll the window, and I smacked him, and I was like, do not unroll the window all the way. It was too late. He was unrolling the window. He just held his finger on it and stared at me and was like, hi. Why would you do that? Why in a parking lot at this point it was like around 2 a.m. Literally almost 2 a.m. in a parking lot next to, like, an abandoned building in mountains. Would you unroll your window to a stranger pounding on it? So I was just, like, in disbelief, sitting there, like, I immediately should have went for the hunting knife, but I didn't at this point because I didn't feel like a threat. And yeah, and so all of a sudden, like, this kid's like looked like he'd been crying. He's frantically asking if we can drop him off in Guadalupe, which, if you live in Arizona, you know that's far as fuck. I live in the city, so like Guadalupe is literally like an hour plus drive away. So I'm sorry, but like I'm not taking 2 hours out of my day to just drive a stranger to Guadalupe. Like, what the fuck? And then he's like pulling cash out, saying he's gonna pay Alfredo $50 to drop him off somewhere, and I'm like, Alfredo's in the passenger seat, baby. Like, what makes you think Alfredo can do anything for you? Like, it's weird that he was talking to the man, and in the passenger seat, not the driver. So, anyways, after a second, I like leaned forward. I was like, "Hi, I'm the driver. This is my car. How can I help you?" And he said, "Well, can you drive me to Guadalupe, please? Please, I'll pay you." And at that point, I was like, why don't you just order an Uber? Like, we live in the 21st century, order an Uber. And he said, I don't have a bank account or something like that. And then at this point, I was like, okay, maybe he's, like, really young. He looked like he'd been crying. And, like, if you know me, or even you just watch me on stream, you can tell I'm a very, like, nurturing person in general, even if it's to, like, some stranger pounding on my door at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay, what if he's in a situation that's not safe and he needs help? So at this point, I pulled out my phone and I said, I'll order you an Uber then, but I'm not taking you anywhere. Like, just calm down. And I'm trying to calm him down. And then he, like, starts basically getting, like, halfway through the window. And I was like, okay, like, back up. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, what is the address? And then it was almost like he snapped out of character. And he chuckles and he goes, I don't know, where am I? And he, like, as he says that, he's, like, looking to the, like, right of him, and, like, a group of guys starts walking up, and I was like, And then as he's, like, pulling the cash out, asking for a ride, he's like, I'm not gonna rob you, I'm not gonna rob you, I'm not gonna rob you. I'm so sorry, but that makes me feel like you're gonna rob me. Like, why would you say that over and, like, what the fuck? So, at this point, I'm just bamboozled. I was like, oh, shit. Don't like the way he just chuckled and, like, snapped out of, like, this, like, crying character. Like, I feel like I'm about to get robbed. Anyways, he has his friends come up, and I told him, he's just getting, like, more in the car through the window, you know? And I was like, I need you to back up. I need you to back, because at this point, I see 4 men walking up to my car. One of them is basically halfway through my car. Alfredo, this whole time, if you were wondering, he's still there. Yeah, he's just sitting there, not doing or saying anything. He's just sitting there. So I was like, I need you to back the fuck up off my car. Like, you need to move. And then his friend, and then he, like, disappeared. He turned around, screamed at his friend, like, get the fuck out of my face. And then he, like, disappeared. I didn't see where he went. It was dark out. And then now his friend fucking comes and puts his arms like this on my window, and he leans forward, like, really into my car, and he's like, don't give him a ride home. Don't give him a ride home. And he's, like, using a slur as he's saying this. And it wasn't until my brother pointed out to me later, I realized that he was reaching for my lock and trying to unlock my fucking car door because the window was rolled all the way down. Thank you, Alfredo. And as he's, like, trying to unlock my door and is, like, trying to talk to me, distracting me, all I hear to my left is this kid that originally came knocking on the window literally trying to yank open my door. Like, he's, like, freaking the fuck out. Like, literally pounding, trying to yank open my door. Like, I don't know why, but obviously, like, they were, like, colluding and he thought that it was gonna be unlocked. Like, what were you gonna accomplish once you yanked my door open? Like, you know what I mean? I said I'd order an Uber. They were literally trying to take my car. And then at this point, this guy's like, I see him moving his arm more. So I start rolling the window up and I say, get the fuck off my car. And I got very aggressive. At this point, I'm rolling the window up, trying to reach for my hunting knife, but I can't fucking, I can't reach the hunting knife because my arm is way too short. I hate my life. So I can't get the one thing that's going to protect me because we know Alfredo isn't. So I roll the window up. I double lock the car doors after I rolled it up. And then I throw my shit into reverse and I look around and there's 4 guys around my fucking car. And there was one girl that was with them, but she, like, walked away to the buildings. So that kind of makes me feel like she knew they were up to some such shit and she didn't want to be a part of it or something. I don't know. But, like, as a female and those are her friends, like, you're so stupid. Like, we won't even go there right now. Long story short, I throw my bitch in reverse. I see there's 4 or 5 grown guys around my car. And I was like, what do I do in this situation? At this point, Alfredo has said one word, and it was Guadalupe. Like, what? Literally, that's the only fucking word he said throughout this endeavor of, like, Guadalupe. Like, I wanted to deck him. So anyways, I'm looking around and I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, okay, if I might have to run someone over right now. Like, I might have to hit someone with my fucking car. So I throw it in reverse and I look around. But as I start moving my car back a little bit, like, I didn't immediately, like, throw it back to go hit someone. I moved it back a little bit and they kind of, like, jumped out of the way. And then once they jumped out of the way, I threw it in drive and I just skirted the fuck out of there. And once we were driving off, I was like, you are a fucking idiot. Like, I really went off on Alfredo, and I apologized to him when we got to my house. I was like, I'm sorry that I was, like, very aggressive. Like, I didn't mean to be mean to you, but, like, what the fuck? Like, why would you roll down the window? Why didn't you roll up the window? Like, why didn't you do anything? And I don't know. I realized that in a situation like that, I really handled it as well as I possibly could have. We got out unharmed. Those people were unharmed. Like, my car is intact. Like, we're Gucci. But, like, how terrifying that was for me to be in a situation like that. But I also know how to handle myself. I grew up with 3 brothers. One of my brothers was literally, like, I think he's like a black belt in karate or some shit. He also taught me how to box. Him and my other brothers boxed competitively. Like, I didn't grow up in, like, a lighthearted household. Like, I was taught how to defend myself. There's a reason why I asked my brother for the fucking hunting knife. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm a weak little bitch that can't handle shit. Clearly, I handled myself and the situation. But it wasn't until I got home and I talked to my brother and he was like, I just can't believe, like, he said, if Alfredo was here right now and he came back upstairs with you and didn't just go home, I literally would have beat his ass for putting you in a situation like that and then doing nothing to protect you. And I was like, oh my God. It wasn't until he said that I realized how fucked up it truly was. But some people just aren't good under pressure. Thankfully, in stressful situations or situations like that, I'm very good at handling them. I don't know why. It is what it is. But that's the story of how, like, a day or 2 ago, I almost got robbed and almost got carjacked. But, you know, we good, you know? We vibing, we thriving, we existing out here. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. I hope that it was entertaining. I hope I explained my trauma thoroughly and entertaining enough for you to come back and subscribe. I'm going to be posting hella more videos. I have 4 that are actually in the works of being edited at the moment. I do everything by myself, like including my stream, my other platforms, social media, editing. So it takes me a little bit sometimes to get some content out. I've never really been active on this YouTube channel since I created it. So I'm super excited to create some stuff and share it with you, even though nobody cares. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, day, bust a nut. I don't know. Thanks for watching, and sorry that you had to listen to me that long.